Hi, I'm Lawrence Brahm, producer and director at Shambala Studio, and I want to really especially thank Buddhist Door, a online platform and Buddhist journal, which really helps us to understand the scope and breadth of Buddhism shared among people throughout the world. And this is Buddhist Door 30th anniversary, and I really appreciate you inviting me to do this series of videos across the year ahead, telling the story of how Shambhala Studio and our extreme expeditions are doing extreme things and following the footsteps of Guru Padmasambhava, the lotus-born master, in his journey over time and space to Shambhala. Or really the greater question is, how do we bring about Shambhala into our world in our lifetime, given all the craziness that's happening out there? And so every Guru Day of each month, I'm going to be doing this short kind of like video vlog on Buddhist Door journal. And we've chosen Guru Day because we really want to also help you to understand what's going on with Shambhala Studio. You know, a lot of people are saying, what is this guy doing? It's very wacky, it's way out there, you know, but actually a lot of what we're trying to do is to break through a lot of the, should we say, rigidity, which is not letting the deep Himalayan wisdom traditions go global. This is our mission now, is take these amazing Himalayan wisdom traditions, which we can see clearly are, you know, encoded with the quantum physics that we need to be able to go beyond our logical, rational, you know, mindset that's always going in a narrow path, and to expand it into the cognizant unknown and actually explore that unknown and have rediscoveries or have new discoveries that can take us beyond the limitations of our own mind. Or, you know, as I really like the new metal group Korn's re-rendition of Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall. I mean, there's so many bricks in the wall, we've got to just break through the wall. And this was really the essence of Guru Padmasambhava's teaching for all our expeditions, all the places we've gone. What keeps coming back is he's a deconstructionist. He has already garnished all these traditions and powers from the Himalayan wisdom traditions under the greater matrix of Buddhist philosophy. And of course, in his teachings, there's many composites. There's Shivite, there's also aspects, there's Taoist, there's aspects which are, you know, Zoroastrian, because that was the incredible, you know, mosaic of the world of the Himalayas at that time, the world he lived in. And he drew upon these traditions, eventually the Bon tradition, and mesmerized everything into his tradition under the greater philosophical conceptualization of Buddhism that is able to help us understand our own position in this time space with the universe, and essentially is looking at aspects of understanding phenomena that we cannot describe in our traditional empirical scientific rational mindset. We have to go beyond that mindset. So he broke down, you know, a lot of things. He's a deconstructionist. You know, he creates, you know, entirely disruptive or intrusive approaches to things, which in turn liberates everybody. And that's really what we're exploring here. And so when we go off and we're doing different kinds of music, I mean, we were the first group to actually take Guru's 7-line prayer and put it to rock, you know, heavy metal. And a lot of the stuff we do, you know, it is heavy metal, it's rock, it's rap, it's, you know, Hindi, hip hop, you know. I love music, and one of the things that we're doing in Shambhala Studios, we're bringing together a lot of young musicians across the world. We've got musicians in London, Nepal, you know, in across Asia working with us and developing new sounds to take ancient mantras and sadhanas and give them a kind of how can I say, a new space in which they can grow and evolve and go global. because now it's time to take these Himalayan wisdom traditions and make them go global, because it's a time when we need this more than ever before. And this was actually the prediction of the Guru, the Lotus-born master, that his teachings would have to get out there, would have to global at this time of global degeneration. Let's flip the switch and change all this. Let's stop all of these crazy politicians from stealing our minds with the social media and all this stuff that's being backed by their financial markets and ruining the planet. It's time for us to join together and to use our cognizant wisdom with our rational skills, and to be able to take the power of our mind back, and with it take back the planet, so that there will be a planet for all of us to live on and for the generations to follow, because this is a beautiful world. Let's be in that beauty, not destroy it. And so that's why we're now going to be doing this vlog every month on Guru Day and sharing with you our own explorations through time and space to be able to bring the Himalayan wisdom traditions to you. I want to introduce to you what we are doing right now. So in the weeks ahead, we are finishing what has been a year project, and that is to take Wangdu, this very, very sacred prayer by Rinpoche, that is a prayer to magnetize the planet and to make this prayer go global. Because right now the world is depleted. The earth is depleted. We see what's happening. We're in this age of Kali degeneration, and we're at a state where the greed, anger, and ignorance of our political leaders across the planet has driven this planet into a really state of despair. We have wars everywhere. The rich are getting extremely rich. The poor are being really disenfranchised completely, and the middle classes now doesn't exist. They're like part of the poor. And so all of these things that are happening were predicted by Guru Rinpoche, by the Lotus-born master, in his own prophecies. And why he stored so many secret teachings to be revealed in the future at this time and to be applied is because he knew where things were going. And in his visionary power, he left us with teachings that help us to overcome the greed, anger, ignorance within each of us as we together link up a huge magnetic field that is compassion and vision for the future. And together we can change the algorithm of karma and make our planet Shambala. And so we took this prayer of Mipam Rinpoche, and it all began when Tulku Rabge Rinpoche in Bhutan, at our center, Shambala Studio, established with him a Dharma center in Bhutan, which is reaching out to the community in Bhutan, teaching young people there, also doing a lot of service projects for the community. We offer free food at the Chorten in Timbu every Guru Day and Dakini Day, and doing a lot of things to try to reach out to the community, because community empowerment is essential through action, but also it is through prayer. And he said, look, Mipam Rinpoche has this amazing prayer, Wangdu, which calls upon Bema Gyalpo, which is the Lotus-born master's manifestation as the Lotus King. And then all this Dakini, we have all this energy coming, all this red magnetic energy that's being called upon and brought into our planet. And you do this prayer and you spread that magnetic energy to everyone, everything, to magnetize the planet. A lot of people think this is a power prayer. It is a power prayer, but it's a power prayer for everyone, not to give me power. No, you give everybody power, then you've got the power, because it's everybody's collective power. And that's what we have to do, is to re-empower this planet. And so he said, I want this Wangdu prayer to go global. I want everyone to use this prayer. I said, yeah, we got to do that, but we can't do it the traditional way. You're always this traditional thing. It works for some people, but we have to reach audiences, friends, brothers and sisters across the planet. And so the best way we can do this is by drawing upon social media and especially music genres that everyone's embracing, like rap, hip-hop. And so we began this project by actually taking Wangdu and putting it into a hip-hop sound. And then we worked with different rap groups and pulled this together. Mad is a rap group in Asia. They are mad, they're crazy, these guys. And together we worked this with Tibetan rappers, and also we evolved it in a way that it's like We Are the World. Remember We Are the World, Michael Jackson? Everybody gets together and everybody sings it. And that's what makes it so powerful, because it unites us all across boundaries that are nation, race. None of that stuff's relevant. None of it exists, actually. We are all one. And so this has been a project we've been working on all year. And now it's just about ready. We're in the final stages of production, and we're going to release it on Dakini Day in December. And guess what day Dakini Day falls on? It's Christmas Day, or the winter solstice day. Yeah, that's the shortest day of the year. And every day after, the sun gets longer, the days get longer, and we're going out of winter into spring. And that's why we're going to release this song on the solstice, the winter solstice day, Dakini Day. This is going to be our gift of Shambala Studio Films, together with Bemarandang Dharma Center in Bhutan and Buddhist Door Online Journal, our collective gift to everybody for the winter solstice. And listen to Wangdu and begin the new year. And guess what? Every second that hasn't arrived is the beginning of the rest of your life and all the lives to come. So be in the space and share the positive energy and the magnetic field with everyone. So in the video, you have some scenes from our Buddhist Dharma Center, the Pemarandang Center in Thimphu. And what we did at the beginning of this year, was just before the Losar, we held a Vajrakilya ritual. And then we went up into the mountains to burn this, Doma. And, we brought, there were many lamas and yogis and yoginis. We all gathered together in the mountains, and by the fire we were drinking ambrosia. It was this almost Dionysian type of ritual where we were actually, we marked our faces black to be the army of Shambala, and we called upon, all fresh energy for the new year to be able to, wipe out the obstacles ahead, and to be able to all be together in this amazing energy. And it began snowing during the ritual. So snow in Tibetan culture is a blessing, And so we were feeling the blessings coming down. We were up there, then we began to sing Wangdu Homa Hori De Jimbara Wangi Padram Du. And at that moment I said, yeah, if we put this to rap, it's gonna be really cool. And so that's kind of where that moment, that kind of like eureka, inspiration just occurred. And so there's aspects of that are going to be woven into the music video. And I hope you guys are really going to like this music video. And the most important thing you can do is sing Wangdu when you're listening to it, and share it with everybody in the world, because it belongs to all of you.